Getting together again with all the folks who come here, because we get the best people in the nation here as far as retrofitting existing homes.
It is the place to come to meet people that are working on buildings very seriously and meticulously and have a total geek fest.
Well, I just think that it's the right thing at the right time. There is so much conversation happening about the entire area of sustainability. And I love the professional presentations, and the focus on workforce development, of course, we're very interested in.
I would say the buzz right now in terms of the activity, the sort of level of energy and just the amount of sort of collaborative excitement.
Content. There's just a ton there every session.
It's very educational. It's the whole combination of not only the people that you're meeting, but the material that's coming through the experts in the field. I've been in the field a long time, and I'm always learning new things because this is an ever-expanding sort of environment. And it's what we all need to be learning in order to do these things right.
I have a greater understanding of what I'm doing, where I'm going, where the industry's going, and how to bring that into the home and actually get results.
There's any other event around that really gives me an opportunity to meet with both contractors and utilities and weatherization agencies, not the least of which the federal and state officials, all in the same place.
Well, I think this is where the leaders in residential retrofit assemble every year. So, this is important to me to have the hallway conversations with colleagues as anything at this point. And so I know that the best, brightest, and leadership, individuals are here.
Oh, learned a bunch of new technical tidbits and made some new contacts, and generally got invigorated to go forward.
This conference has a lot of serious weatherization people and people who are interested in forensics and all kinds of building problems. And they're very interested in talking about it, telling about successes and failures. There's a heavy emphasis on measuring and really looking at the numbers and being able to measure success. And it's pretty much understood that there's a certain level of education necessary that you need to bring into buildings to make them work well.
Well, I think the perspective, at least, from my point of view, there is a national perspective with expertise that is not only national in scope, but very regional and also specific to communities, too. So you can kind of cover the full gamut, which is really quite unusual. Often you can get big picture things from a conference, but not important detail, or the opposite. But I've seen both at this. It's really quite good.
It's really technical when you want to find something really technical. Lots of good policy stuff. We're in the midst of all kinds of policy questions, and the questions are being raised, and both presenters and the crowd have really valuable insights into where to go with policy.
And we're all focused on the importance of building science, but also how do we make this a business and make it sustainable so that it lasts beyond the fact that we've got all of this attention right now.
There's a new emphasis on extremely energy efficient buildings, and so there's people here making reports about that, what they're doing, what's working, what's not, so that was very valuable for me.
Specifically, I learned quite a bit about infrared cameras, quite a bit about water hydrogenization, the amount of moisture that a building can actually absorb and how you get rid of that moisture. A number of energy efficiency measures and where energy efficiency measures are not actually efficient. And those sort of things are, the type of learning process that we all need to know, is kind of the feedback loop of where does it happen.
Well, there's a number of the people that we use for our energy training sessions in California are recruited at the conference. So I've been cutting side deals in the hallways with presenters for our fall calendar.
Well, actually, I just signed a joint venture strategic alliance agreement, so I'm delighted about that, and made a bunch of contacts. Of course, this is so important. And just finding out all the things that others are doing and how we can share with them and vice versa and benefit mutually. That's been wonderful.
The contacts that you make while doing these sort of conferences are really invaluable. It brings us all together like a big family of people who are actually in this for the right reasons, doing it all as a matter of, how do we get this into society and into the larger networks that, around us.
I started coming to Affordable Comfort in 1996, and it changed my career. And from the things I've learned at Affordable and the people I've met here, I've been able to make the most energy efficient buildings in New York City. So I can't say more about what a great situation it is.
So it's really exciting to get the different perspectives. At least I come here thinking I'm going to get a different perspective. What I find is we're all on the same page. We just have to make sure that we're singing from the same sheet.